Hello everybody, welcome to another great episode of Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed. My name is John. And, if you're new here, right, what do? Everything that has anything to do with alcohol. Everything that has anything to do with it. And I got a playlist to prove it. I'll just ask you to go through that playlist. That's all you got to do. You go through my playlist, we're friends for life, man. All right? That's it. You'll sub, you'll do everything you need to do. I also do famous Sunday morning coffee reviews. And my first comment generally is always, I always have a comment. Generally it's pinned because I always put the playlist to whatever I'm reviewing. In this case, Italian wines. I have a playlist for Italian red wines. And if I say I'm excited, I am. But people who watch this all the time are like, you're always excited. Well, yeah, I am a lot of times because I have fun loving these. But this one I'm really excited because this is a cool. All right, Borolo. You all know what it is. Italian wine you're going to hear in a minute. Rivata is the winery. It's 14% ABV. This is 2016. Take a look at it. It is a $35 bottle of wine. 91 rating by James Suckling. Let me explain that to you. That's important to you. Good. Here it is. 91 rating. What I would like to tell you is don't worry about what he says or thinks. It's what I think. Okay? It's what I think. I don't care what he thinks. I do my own thing, man. He should be following me. Never mind me following him. But if you follow me, follow him. So $35, 2016. What kind of grape is in a Barolo? You've heard of it, a Barolo. It's one of the king of wines in Italy. It's from Piedmont in Italy. It is 100% Nebbiola Grape. DOCG is the, and it's right here, if you can, there it is. Well, kind of, there it is. Anyway, DOCG, it's the highest rating, government rating that a wine can have. The geographical area where this is grown is DOCG rated. And a Borolo has to be aged at least 3 years. It's a minimum requirement. Nebbiola Grape is one of the first to bud and one of the last to ripen. It is called the King of Wines. There's between this and the Brunello di Montepulciano, which is so beautiful. One of the things is that's Sangiovese grape, and it's from Tuscany. Okay, this is Nebbiola, right? And it's from Piedmont. Now, what this does have something in common with is the Barbaresco. Barbaresco is the same grape as this, the Nebbiola, as a Borolo. It's just a different area. Sometimes they'll use different making techniques and stuff like that, but it's very close to that. A lot of people will compare this to a Pinot Noir. Why? They're colored the same. The grape is totally different. Obviously, one's made in France. Well, Pinot Noir, which is a Burgundy. This is made in Italy. I mean, it could be made other places, right? People grow Pinot Noir. I mean, Burgundy has to be made. Pinot Noir in Burgundy is called Burgundy, but you can grow Pinot Noir a lot of places. You can grow this Nebbiola. You grow it in the United States, but nothing's like the one from the old country. Let me open it up and get into it. Why is it like a thing? Well, like a Pinot Noir, the color, the tannins are similar. Flavor's really not. I don't compare it. Okay, some people do. Okay, this ain't one of them. This I think will have bold tannins. This is made for food. And this is made to be aerated. We're having lasagna tonight with sausage. Okay, this is going to be aerated in the decanter, right? About an hour before we do it. I'm doing this now because it's going to disappear at dinner, and I want to get a review in. Right? I want to get it reviewed, and then I don't care what happens to it at dinner. But it's going to be now. I'm going to do a rough pour on it in this glass. But really, I should have did it an hour ago. I like to open it in front of everybody. Here's the cork and everything. Cool thing about this glass I've shown you before, right? I love it because it's got a hand-blown purple grape cluster in there. Right? In a Bordeaux glass. Now I have white glasses for white wines, and they have a green grape cluster hand-blown. Oh, I think it's cool. Let me get the top of my $5. I have about 9. Corkscrews, big beautiful ones. I'm using this one, but you know what? It is what it is. Oh, this is good. I didn't put it all the way down enough, and it broke off. So let's see what I do now. All right, first I'm gonna try and redo it. All right, let's see. Now we're going to examine the cork too. I'm going to show you why here. So 2016, 17, 19. It's only 5 years old. All right. I haven't had it 5 years. I just got it. I got it about a year ago. All right, it came out. What we're going to look at, see if that cork is damaged. And I don't mean it's damaged, broken in half, but see if it was a faulty cork and air got in it before I even taste it or smell it. What we're going to look for is any red of the wine that goes up toward the top to where air would get into it. See, if the red line comes all the way up like a wine, that means it's been exposed to air. It's probably not good. In this case, it's not. It's okay, so it's good as far as that goes. So the cork did not affect it in that way. I'm gonna try and do a rough pour. What I mean by a rough pour is I don't have an aerator here either. I'm not. This ain't my winter house, so I don't have a lot of stuff here. Don't have an aerator. Don't have a lot of things, but I do have this, and I do have this, and I have the camera. That's all I need. See that color? I don't want to do too much. Got some people over. I gotta make sure I got enough wine. All right. See, so it's light. It's like a Pinot Noir. That's what color Pinot Noir is. Light. I think I told you everything you need to know about this. Like I say, the winery is Rivata. Okay, and Piedmont is in northwest Italy, and I think I told you it's a 14% ABV. Let's give it a smell. I love wine, and a good wine like this, I think is a good wine. Well, Borolo is a good wine in general. Oh, the cherries, the plums. The floral, really, it's nice. Little bit of black licorice, anise. Definitely woodsy. All those things coming out of this. And this is just straight out of it. I mean, this hadn't had time to air out or anything. I mean, I'm sitting here doing this to kind of, but a lot of red, dark red and purple fruits in this. A lot of them. I'm not going to sit here and try. I mean, like I say, I always say this. We had 20 people here and I poured it. Somebody be saying plums. Somebody might be saying raisins. Somebody be, raspberry, blackberry, strawberry. It's all in here. I'm not picking out those individually, but different people would pick out different ones, all right? And you'd be right on that. You'd be saying that's fruits. Yes, there's the fruits. Not citrus fruits, those type of fruits. Like I say, it's got a woodsy bit to it. Dry leaves, bark type thing. Maybe even leather a little bit. A little bit of, actually I'm not getting the licorice as much as I call it anise, but like a black licorice, but maybe even a little bit of pepper. Like I said, very floral. And that's one. Yeah, because the smell is similar to a lot of times, and this is generality to Burgundy, Pinot Noir. So it's both kind of floral. Very pleasant, very, very pleasant, very complex. Let's give it a taste. This is gonna go so good with lasagna, with that cheese, that beautiful cheese, and the sausage. And I done took this much, which isn't a lot, but I may have to. I got some people. I may do another review here in a minute because I'm gonna need more than this bottle. Yeah, I'm gonna need. All right. Try and ignore it. I always tell you, second or third sips when we're gonna get into it. Let's just acclimate. Let's just. All right. Let's not get. All right, the tannins, the dryness is very dry. the feeling of an over, not the taste, but the feeling of an overdone iced tea or tea. Get that dry, that tannin, that roof of your mouth feels dry. And your tongue does if you put it against the grit. So I'm trying to describe what tannins, if you're not familiar with it. Would help this age, those tannins. Tannins come from wood, from the barrel. They come from the skins of the grape. They come from the stems of the grape when it's in contact with it. It imparts tannins. And tannins is a protective thing, and it protects the wine, right? It's an antioxidant, and it keeps the wine from going bad. It's also got a high, tannin, and it's not crazy. Actually, I'm surprised. Now, it will soften with age. This is 216 for a wine like this that's not very old. It's almost 2022. But you aerate this like I'm going to tonight in a decanter, and fat coats your tongue and makes tannins kind of disappear. This is going to be so good. But as it is, naked as it is, and this was definitely made for food, okay? The tannins aren't crazy. They're not what they call grippy or just overbearing. They're there. They add structure, but not crazy. Now, as far as the acidity, you like a dry wine, boy, this is it. Nice acid. Nice acid. And I'd say the tannins is in line with the acid. All right, maybe the acid's a little higher. If you say that tannins are medium, and the medium plus on the acid. A little out of balance, but fine. It's going to go well. That's another thing that'll help it age. If you were to lay this down. I used to do it, and I don't anymore. I pay a little extra and get them aged if I want them aged. I can't. I got to do these reviews. I don't even age anything anymore. Now let's talk about the taste. Mouth feels medium to thin. It's okay. As nice fruit. So now, whenever you get fruit, tannins, acidity, and they're kind of imbalanced, that's called a balanced wine. So this had nice tannins, not crazy, a little hair soft, which is okay. Noticed them, just not killing me. Acid, hair high, not a big deal, but it's, compared to the tannins. And now I got the fruit, and the ones I talked about, okay? The palate, the smell, the nose matches the palate, the taste on the fruits. So all the fruits that I mentioned earlier, that people would pick out. I'm getting a lot of strawberry and cherry and a little bit of plum. But the raspberry, I could see people picking out raspberry. I think I do get a little raspberry too. I don't want to get too crazy on picking out all stuff, right? There's different fruits. It's kind of evolving, and it's reminding me of them. A lot of red and purple fruits in here. No licorice taste. It had a little smell. This changes too as it's opened up. That may go away, but I don't mind that little anise type smell. Oh, that woodiness. I like it. And it's got a little bit of that forest floor in there, but not much. It's more of the fruit and stuff like that. So this was definitely, it's actually worth the money. I don't usually spend $35 on a bottle of wine. I'm having a cool dinner. I'm having some good people over, some wine people. So I thought that this would be a good one for that. Yeah, video went long, but you know what? This wine is worth a little extra time to talk about it. If you haven't tried a Barolo, get one. This is, for the price, this is $35. That's actually cheap for a Barolo. They can be very expensive, but this is very good. I would suggest this one because James Suckling, if that means anything to you, means nothing to me. But myself have given this a thumbs up. And so if you want to try a good characteristic Barolo, this is a good one you can get for $35, special occasion or whatever, and it gets you started on it. You don't need to get anything more. This will get you everything you need. Try it, see what you think. And from Still Brewed and Reviewed, everybody. See you all next one.